Welcome, space enthusiasts, to a fascinating journey through the cosmos and an enduring enigma of space exploration. Today, we're diving into a gripping story of Ivan Ivanovich and the persistent lost cosmonaut conspiracy. In this video, we'll unravel the captivating history of the lost cosmonaut theory that has intrigued conspiracy theorists for decades. We'll explore the secrets, the rumors, and the truth behind these mysterious claims, shedding light on the Soviet space program's hidden stories. If you're ready to embark on a cosmic adventure, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join us on this exploration of the unknown. On March 25, 1961, in the rural outskirts near Perm, a historic city at the heart of Soviet Russia, an ejector seat descended from a space capsule. Local villagers and recovery team eventually located the crash site, buried under snow, along with its mysterious passenger. The identity of this enigmatic space traveler was shrouded in mystery since no human had ventured into space at this point. Speculation arose. Could this visitor be from another world? Or worse yet, a spy from the Western world? A recent downing of an American U-2 spy plane, parading its pilot, Gary Powers, before the global media, added to the intrigue. What if this unidentified spacefarer was a spy? The craft's re-entry was accompanied by a thunderous noise akin to an anti-aircraft rocket, which sent officials cautioning the curious to stay away, asserting that it was merely a mock-up. However, when rescuers finally reached the ejector seat, they rushed to attend the lifeless figure inside an unusual flight suit. And there sat, Ivan Ivanovich, a name akin to John Doe, with a sign attached to him bearing a single word, "Mock-it." To the disappointment of the volunteer rescuers, Ivan turned out to be a dummy. Ivan's arrival on Earth was far from the welcome ceremony the later cosmonauts would receive, as he was greeted with a punch to the face. Ivan Ivanovich was a passenger on Korabel Sputnik 5, part of a test program aimed at paving the way for the Soviet Union's Vostok program, their crude endeavor to surpass the Americans by launching the first human into space. Notably, this was the second flight involving a test dummy, with the first utilizing Ivan's identical twin, taking place earlier that same month, on March 9th. The Soviet space program was notorious for its secrecy, carefully guarding information about its missions. This secrecy served a dual purpose. On one hand, it allowed the Soviets to maintain an aura of being ahead in the space race by avoiding public deadlines. On the other hand, it fostered an environment where these rumors first emerged in the late 1950s, but gained momentum during the Korabel Sputnik program. They stemmed from distorted accounts of the recovery of Korabel Sputnik capsules and the prevalent portrayal of the Soviets as secretive and untrustworthy in the United States. With each retelling, the stories became more sensational. They spoke of cosmonauts meeting grim fates, dying upon impact, losing their sanity in space, and being doomed to orbit the Earth forever as their capsules refused to re-enter the atmosphere. In May 1960, Senator Henry Jackson, a staunch anti-communist, alleged that the official designation of the Korabel Sputniks as unmanned missions was a cover-up for a series of failed crew missions. The Soviet Union divulged little about their future plans, and this secrecy only fueled suspicions that they were hiding something. Amateur radio enthusiasts even got involved in the rumors. The Giudica Cortiglia brothers from Italy gained notoriety for their claims of intercepting transmissions from the lost cosmonauts. They even turned their fame into a game show appearance, winning a trip to visit NASA facilities in the United States. However, on April 12, 1961, several weeks after Ivan's flight, Yuri Gagarin, a 27-year-old Soviet Air Force officer, achieved the historic feat of becoming the first human in space. Aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft, the United States was still reeling from Gagarin's accomplishment when German Titov, often referred to as the poet of space, became the second cosmonaut in August of that same year. Despite these groundbreaking achievements, the confusion and rumors surrounding lost cosmonauts persisted. It was only when President John F. Kennedy confirmed the authenticity of these Soviet space flights that many Americans acknowledge Titov and Gagarin as true space pioneers, not part of an elaborate propaganda scheme. The Lost Cosmonaut conspiracy even influenced how genuine Soviet space disasters were reported, such as the tragic death of cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov due to a parachute malfunction during re-entry in 1967 and the deaths of Soyuz 11 crew. The Soviet authorities were aware of how their secrecy encouraged these rumors and how Western rivals were quick to assume the worst. When it came to Ivan's flight, designed to test the microphone and transmission system for future cosmonauts, using a recorded human voice was deemed risky as it could further fuel the lost cosmonaut stories. They considered using a recording of singing, but the idea of a cosmonaut singing in space was seen as potentially making them appear insane. A compromise was reached with a recording of a choir and a recipe for borscht. This way, it was unlikely that Western eavesdroppers would think that a choir had accompanied the cosmonaut. Despite persistent rumors, the lost cosmonaut theory has been thoroughly debunked since the mid-1960s. While the Soviet space program did cover up accidents and mishaps, there is no substantial evidence to support the notion that they concealed any deaths in space. The era of glasnost in the 1980s brought a newfound transparency to the Soviet Union, revealing these past incidents to both the Soviet public and inquisitive American experts. As a result, Soviet history underwent a process of correction and revision. However, even in the face of these revelations, the lost cosmonauts theory continued to lack credible backing. While the likes of Yuri Gagarin and Valentina Tereshkova were celebrated as heroic figures in the annals of space exploration, a peculiar fate befallen, who remain concealed in a clandestine museum for many decades, shielded from the prying eyes of the public. It wasn't until the 1990s that Ivan saw the light of day once more. This reemergence was made possible by billionaire businessman, philanthropist, and former presidential candidate Ross Perot, who acquired a significant collection of Soviet space memorabilia. As a result, Ivan found his way to the Smithsonian. And that concludes our deep dive into the enduring mystery of the lost cosmonaut conspiracy. We hope you enjoyed this journey through space history and the debunking of myths that have captivated imaginations for years. If you found this video as fascinating as we did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content about space, history, and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Also, remember to hit the notification bell to stay updated with our future explorations. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your curiosity burning bright. Safe travels through the cosmos.